Hello dear students, welcome to history class. I hope all of you are doing well. So students, in this session, in this video, I am going to start a new chapter, and the name of the chapter is The First Farmers and Herders, which is chapter number 3rd. So students, in this session, in this video, I am going to explain you about the first farmers and the first herders. But before that, what is the meaning of farmers and herders? See, farmers are the people who grow crops. So the people who grow crops are called as or are known as farmers. And the second term, that is herders. So the people who rear animals and take care of them, they are called as herders. The people who rear animals, they domesticate animals and they take care of them, so such people are known as herders. So I hope the meaning of farmers and herders are clear to everybody. Now students, in the last chapter, I explained you about the Stone Age. I explained you that the Stone Age is divided into 3 periods. The first period is known as the first period is known as the Paleolithic period. The second period is known as the Mesolithic period, and the third period is known as the Neolithic period or the Neolithic age. And Paleolithic period is also called as Old Stone Age. The Mesolithic period is also called as the Middle Stone Age, and the Neolithic period is also called as New Stone Age. This I have already explained you in the previous chapter, and I have also explained you about the Paleolithic and Mesolithic period in the previous chapter. So in this chapter, I am basically going to deal with the third period or the third age, that is the Neolithic age, which is also called as the New Stone Age. So in this chapter, I am going to deal with this age. So students, in this chapter, we are going to study about several topics, certain topics. So the topics that I am going to explain you in this chapter are: first, I will explain you about the beginning of agriculture and domestication of animals. This will be our first topic. Then I will explain you about the beginning of settled life or community life, how the people started to live in communities. Earlier they were nomads, but after that they started living in communities. They began a settled life. So this will be the second topic. Then I will explain you about the invention of wheel, which was a very important invention. I will explain you about the invention of wheel. Then I will explain you about pottery making, that how they started making pottery. Then about the religious belief of the Neolithic man, means what were the beliefs of the Neolithic people. Then I will explain about the case study of 2 places, that is about northwest and northeast, and lastly I will explain you about Kautilya. So these are the several topics, as you can see here, these are the several topics that I am going to explain in this chapter. So let's get started. So students, before I move to the first topic, that is beginning of agriculture and domestication of animals, let me talk about the Neolithic age, about the Neolithic period, which is also called as the New Stone Age, and the duration is 10,000 to 4,000 BC. This is the duration of Neolithic period. So students, in the Neolithic period, the life of early man, it was completely changed. Now you must be thinking that why the life of early man changed. There were several reasons why the life of early man in the Neolithic period changed. The reasons are, some of the major advancements took place during that time, and that was the reason why their life changed. Now you must be thinking that what were the advancements and improvements. So the beginning of agriculture, invention of wheel, making of pottery, these were some of the very important inventions, some of the very important changes that changed the life of early man in the Neolithic period. Also students, during this period, man started making, or the early man started making, a variety of stone tools. See, in the last 2 periods also, that means in the Paleolithic period and in the Mesolithic period, they were making stone tools. Definitely they were making stone tools, but in this period the stone tools, they were much sharper and better polished. While if I talk about the Paleolithic and Mesolithic period, definitely they made good tools, but they were not so polished, they were not so sharp, they were unpolished. But in this period, the tools, the stone tools that were made by the early man, they were better polished and much sharper. And some of the stone tools were axes, sickles, spears, bows, arrows. As you can see the picture, that these were some of the tools that were made by the early man in the Neolithic period. So now students, I'll tell you about the sites where these stone tools in the Mesolithic period they were found. So the stone tools, these stone tools, they have been found in Burzaham and Gufkaral in Jammu and Kashmir, Chirand in Bihar, then Mehergarh, which is in Balochistan. And where is Balochistan? It is in Pakistan. Then Daujali, Heding in Assam. So these are the certain sites, these are certain places where the stone tools of Neolithic period were found. As you can see in the map also, you can see on the map, these are the important sites where the stone tools have been found. As you can see, Chirand in Bihar, then you can see this part, Balochistan. Where is Balochistan? It is in Pakistan. I am talking about Mehergarh. Mehergarh is basically in Balochistan and which is in Pakistan. Then about Daujali Heding, which is in Assam, you can see here in the northeast. So these were the certain places where the stone tools of Neolithic period were found. So students, I feel this much is clear about the Neolithic period. Now I'll move to the first topic, that is beginning of agriculture. Beginning of agriculture. Now students, in this period the early man became food producers from food gatherers. See, early, if I talk about the Paleolithic period, then during that time the early men, they were food gatherers. They used to gather food, they used to collect food for themselves. But now in the Neolithic period, the early man, they became food producers. That means they started producing food, they started doing agriculture, they started growing crops. So this was their major achievement. They began cultivating plants. This was one of the major achievements of the early men. And there were several crops that were grown by these people, and some of the crops are wheat, rice, barley. These are some of the important or major crops that were grown during this period. Now students, knowledge of food production, this completely transformed the life of early man, and this change has been called as the Neolithic Revolution. This is very important. This food production, how to cultivate, how to grow crops, how to grow different types of crops, this completely changed the life of early man, and this is really a revolution. So this transformation is called as the Neolithic Revolution, and after this they began leading a more settled life. See, earlier they were nomads. Nomads means the people who move from one place to another in search of food, but now they began to live in societies. They began to live they began to live together. This led to a more settled life. And now the early men, they became farmers. Also they began to domesticate animals. They began rearing animals, such as there were several animals that were domesticated. For example, goats, cattle, sheep. These animals were domesticated, and these animals, they ate grass. And since these men provided food and security to these herds, so they were called as herders. Herders means the people who look after the animals, who rear animals and they look after them, they take care of them. They are called as herders. So as these people, they started keeping animals, they started rearing animals, they provided them food, they provided them security to these herds, so they were called as herders. So these animals were kept by the early men. Now I will not say early men, now I will say men or man. So Now they were not nomads, they were not moving from one place to another. Now they started living settled life. Now they settled. So this is how the first villages, this is how the first village or village life must have started. So students, the farmers and herders, they lived in groups called tribe. They did not live alone. They lived in groups, and these groups are called as tribes. Now what do you mean by tribe? So tribe is a group of families related to one another living together in small settlements or villages. So this is the meaning of tribe, as you can see here also. What is tribe? Tribe means a group of families that are related to one another and they are living together in small settlements or small villages. So this is the meaning of tribe. So the early men, they started living in communities, they started living in groups, and this way the first village and village life started or developed. So I hope that till here it is clear to everybody. Now I'll explain you the division of work between men and women. So students, mostly men led large herds of cattle in search of fresh pasture. This was the work of men. They used to herd cattle in search of pasture, and the women, they did most of the agricultural work. And also both of them, they enjoyed their life by participating in singing, dancing, painting and decorating their houses. So they completely enjoyed their life. Together they were working. The women, they were working in the they were basically doing the agricultural work, and the men of the family, they used to herd animals. They used to take the herd of cattle in search of pasture, in search of fresh pasture. Now students, their life, it was much more secured than before. Why it was secured? As regular supply of food was assured. See, earlier they were nomads. The continuous supply or regular supply of food was not assured, means they had to search their food, but now the regular supply of food was assured. That is why their life became more secured. And also they began to tame and domesticate animals, and the several animals that were tamed and domesticated were dogs, sheep, donkeys, horses, etc. These were some of the animals that were tamed and domesticated, and probably dog was the first animal to be domesticated. So which was the first animal? Dog was the first animal to be domesticated. Please remember this point. Now students, this complete process of development, of drastic change, this is not a drastic change. This complete process of development was not done overnight. Rather, it was very slow and gradual. The process was very slow and gradual. From Paleolithic they came to Neolithic, and then from Neolithic, sorry, please cut that line. From Paleolithic to Mesolithic, and then from Mesolithic to Neolithic. So this was a very slow and gradual process, and there were many areas where still people were hunters and food gatherers. So there were areas where people had not developed. They were still nomads. They were still food gatherers, not food producers. They were hunters. But in the other areas, they gradually became farmers and did domestication of animals. So I hope that beginning of agricultural life and domestication of animals is clear to everybody. So I hope the first topic is clear to everybody. Now students, let's start the next topic. So the next topic is beginning of community life or settled life. How community life or settled life began. Now students, if I talk about the community life, then let me tell you that in the Neolithic age, man started to live in an organized and settled way. Now we will see that how they started to live in a settled and organized manner. Students, that time the concept of private ownership of land was not there. It means this land belongs to me. This was not there. Private ownership was not there. Rather, they used to live together, and they used to live in harmony and practiced social equality. That means everybody was considered equal. They lived very happily. They lived in harmony. And the eldest and the strongest member of that group, of that community, that was made the leader. who was supposed to coordinate and manage all the activities of the people. So that member was considered as the leader of that group. And please remember that the concept of private ownership of land was not there in the Neolithic period. Now students, there is a mention of pit houses. As you can see in the picture, this is pit house. Now what is this pit house? See, they are the houses that are dug into the ground with steps leading into them. Just imagine how creative man was in that time. They made pit houses, and those pit houses have been made using different tools, different stone tools. So they made pit houses. They dug the ground and there were steps that led to those houses, as you can see in the picture. And these pit houses, they have been found in Burzahom in Kashmir. It is in Kashmir. So these pit houses have been found there. And also material remains such as pottery and cooking hearths, they have been found there in Burzahom. So I hope that beginning of community life is clear to everybody. Now students, in the next class, I will be explaining you the next topic, that is invention of wheel. So till then, I hope these two topics, that means the beginning of agriculture and domestication of animals, and the second one, that is beginning of community life. These two topics are clear to everybody. So we will meet in the next class with the next topic. Till then, please study properly, work hard and be safe. Thank you so much.